Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Colorado State's offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Quick toss. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Guys, let's take a minute and look big picture at Colorado State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Trying to escape, and oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Rams are rolling down the field. A give to Brown. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Finds his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quarterback keeps it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower.
There's a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Rams have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for the goal line. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Cougars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Under fire. He's going to take off. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This drive will open from the 15. Calls his own number. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5.
Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he
wants to go deep. He's got it on the right. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive inside the at the 39.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Off the play fake on first down. On target over the middle.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Cougars! A great catch and run for 6. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback keeper. He's there to make the stop. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this. And now the hit knocks it loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators
sprinting away. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Washington State lines up quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Running to Green.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The lone back's got it. Maybe some room here. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Let's send the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Going with the ground game left. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. They'll try to pound their way in. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Robinson. There he goes. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. The Rams, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Could be an alley. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Again, it's Brown. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go, ready.
Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, it's so nice to have these tight ends.
Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Washington State.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Brown. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. And the Rams will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. They're going to mark this one at the 15. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 3 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Washington State going quickly. Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. Fighting off the defender. Another broken tackle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Washington State has it all working right now. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. They'll run the screen. Powers through the defender.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Fights off a defender. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cougars. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run.
I love the design by this offense. A great job rolling your athletic quarterback outside of the pocket to the left. Get him on the move. Get him away from the defense. Don't have him standing in the pocket. And now I give him a choice. Can he run it or does he throw it? He has an option. It's kind of a pass-run option.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
I've been impressed with this defense today, guys. Just really good job of being physical. And you've seen it show up on the defensive line with linebackers.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Touchdown, Cougar! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's picked off. You don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted deep in his own end. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Buying some time. He's going to run it. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they all...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees.
There's some room. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And the Rams kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
And this guy's been a weapon throughout the season, man. You've seen him. The ability to throw the football and make plays, but also, just like on this play, man, with his legs, he's going to make you honor them. So he's got that dual threat ability, putting a good season together, man. Inching closer to that 1,000-yard rush mark, that's a big feat for a QB.
The Rams want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like, play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Off play action. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Pressure coming. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going long. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hands it off. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then you...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your...
Looking for a huge play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the single back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement against.
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Rams in the hurry-up.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man. And they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run.
Makes a grab and room to run. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got his man. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. They want to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. On first down, it's 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. They feed him again, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series.